Okay, well, we are out here at the nursery, and I wanted to take the chance to make a little video about how palms are grown from seed. Now, as you can see, if I get back here, I'll get it out of the sun so there's no glare, but these are multiple species of palms being grown kind of on top of each other, but spaced apart for field growing purposes. This is in Southwest Florida. Now, if you look below, the bottom, the lowest palms are pygmy dates. Above them are Christmas palms, or adenidias, and the top are foxtails. Now you can see way up there, there's a profile of a coconut palm. Now all these palms are producing seeds at various times of the year, or sometimes all times of the year, depending on how prolific they are. So when you get a palm this big, you're going to get some seed. You can see here foxtail seed is quite large. This is seed that has fallen from the palm on the ground, ready to germinate. These nice bright red golf balls. Now there are probably 10,000. There's another seed pod that bracket that had just fallen down. Now this is a good example here. Now we're kind of in the jungle a little bit, but all these little guys right here are seeds that have germinated, whether they got sometimes they get planted by small animals, sometimes they just burrow themselves in the ground from sand going over them. There's mostly just sandy soil here. So they grow up. There's different, over there's some. So seeing a mature plant bringing the seed down, there's different sizes of seed. This Christmas palm here will produce seed about 1/3 the size of the foxtail seed. And the pygmy dates, which are these right here, should come into flower soon. And when they do, they're going to produce a seed about the size of a grain of rice. And so seeds come in all shapes and sizes, just as palms do. Now, these are obviously big, fat, mature plants. They were grown with fertilizer and plenty of water, and not just grown out here in the elements. It's a little bit drier out here where I am. So we took it upon our own to go ahead and, this, by the way, is Ashley. Ashley, would you like to say hi? Hello. And she got excited because we planted all of these seeds here. Oh, really?
There's 6.
She's excited. This is her first time growing palms from seed. Unfortunately, it's not my first time. Maybe fortunately, but we planted a few thousand of each type just to get more seedlings going that we had control over, not just growing in the ground that we would dig up, just things that we could repot ourselves from a pot. So we took these basically 5-gallon pots, put as many seeds as would fit in there because we had an unlimited amount of seed, and they are starting to put up little spikes. And I was going to show a video on adjacent germinators versus remote germinators, but I'll wait till I get back to the house. But that little guy right there, that is a Christmas palm seed, an adenidia seed, the spike coming out. They would probably be more germinated if we had more water in this area, but we haven't had much water recently, or rain, or any other forms of water. These right here are foxtail seeds, and these are nice. This is when the seed is clean. This is what it looks like. And basically, you see this little, there we go. A little root there is the beginning of a new plant. I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out here, or no-see-ums, and horseflies. But anyway, so there's a little bit on mature palms, seeding plants, growing from seed. Most of the time when you're in Florida, when you're in a nursery, this is what a field nursery looks like. It is rows on rows of plants of various sizes and various stages of their life, grown together, and easily they're spaced enough apart usually that you can dig them all separately. Now right here is actually a Christmas palm that's been sitting in a pot way too long, unfortunately. This was actually purchased as a split nursery, so a nursery that was split into 5 pieces. So the people who bought the property didn't necessarily want to have a nursery of their own. So they've been kind of hanging around. There's some Christmas palm seed, and there's a new seed bract coming out on that Christmas adenidia trunk right there. So anyway, it's getting pretty brutal out here mosquito wise, so we're gonna go for now. But just to give you guys kind of an idea of how we grow palms from seed in quantity. You need a lot of palms, a lot of seed, and a lot of pots. This is, you know, there should be probably 10 to 20 times this amount, but anyway, and hopefully not as many mosquitoes. So I'll be able to give you a more in-depth way of how to do germination in the future, but for now we'll let you go and we'll be on our way. Happy growing to everyone.